Alright, got another car from Copart. This one has a smashed roof and smashed windshield. Has a few other problems, but looks like it's going to pass inspection with a few minor bushings and stuff. The transmission has a problem with reverse, so I borrowed this code reader from somebody, and I'm going to go ahead and read the codes. So get the key. She's cold. Gotta give it a little gas because it's running rich. Alright, so I'm going to stick the code reader in the hole where you guys can see it. I don't know where you get this. That's what it's called. Got some nice water and ice on the floor. Plug that sucker in. I'm getting a new camera soon, hopefully. Four codes, wow. Read codes. Cylinder 4 misfire. Well, that's helpful. Transmission fluid temperature sensor circuit high. Well, that's an issue. Gear 2 incorrect ratio. Huh. Gear 3 incorrect ratio. So, looks like the transmission's not having a good time. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause it and start looking at the connections on the transmission, because I have to go to the junkyard and attempt to remove a windshield from a car and get a windshield, because I'm not buying one because I need to sell this thing. You can hear she's a little ripper. So yeah, I'm gonna go look at that connector. I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, so I went to the junkyard earlier today and got a bumper, a fender, a piece of molding for the front bumper, and a few sensors, windshield wipers, and the rear windshield wiper motor. And I also picked up a fuel sender unit. All that with tax and with the environmental fee was $140. So that's not bad, because I think the shipping alone for the bumper would be probably about $140. So yeah, that saved a lot of money. I'm going to buy the paint. It's GM code 33 for my car, and that's going to happen probably within the next month, all the body work. I've got to fix the windshield really soon, because it's going to destroy the wiring inside the dash of the car. But I just wanted to show you guys before I start filming tomorrow on the car. This is the new battery for my phone, so I should be able to, in theory, start putting out more videos, because the reason I haven't been posting a lot is because I'll try to record and then my phone will just shut off and it'll delete the file. And basically this battery is a lithium polymer battery, so it's like what you would put it in your RC car to juice it up. There's a lot of different brands, but you can buy these on Amazon. And it's the same voltage, but it's supposed to be more watt hours, so hopefully that'll help out a lot with this phone I'm recording with right now. And yeah, I'm gonna probably end up taking the transmission out of the car, because I think that it's something to do with either a couple of friction discs that are expanding just enough to cause the car to not go into reverse, or it's something with the valve body that when it warms up it doesn't work anymore. Something like that is happening in the transmission, because when I went to go put it in reverse earlier, it worked. And of course, like I said, I don't know if I said it, the other day when I was driving it, it once it warmed up, it didn't go into reverse anymore. And I couldn't even get it into the backyard on the driveway I just built, and I would have to floor it to about $6 grand, and then it would engage and do a burnout. So, but yeah, tomorrow I think some more parts are going to be coming in, and I'll see you then. Alright guys, so it's been a while, but I got a new valve body put in the transmission. I didn't do any video on it, I don't think, but the valve body worked and it shifts good now, but the reverse issue is still there. I need to tighten this nut apparently on the left side of the transmission, but I cleaned the injectors out and got it running really good. I just ripped the windshield out, as you can see in my last video, and we've been doing some Bondo work. I sat in there and pushed with like 300 pounds of force to get the roof somewhat straight. You can see it's still got a little bit of a bow down right there. I'm just going to fix that with Bondo, because this rubber with the windshield is so thick that they could fill it in and it wouldn't be a problem. But yeah, right now I'm getting ready to do a little bit more Bondo work on the door. There's some cracks in there, and then I'm going to vacuum out the water out of the inside from all the time it's been out in the rain. And then I'm going to start getting ready to sand the roof, and then I'm getting everything painted. My dad doesn't think I should fix this before I sell it, but I think I'm going to do it anyway, as well as that. And then I got the filler primer on the side fender. You can see I got a black bumper for it. That's because the junkyard, somebody had already taken that fender and that bumper off, which is a coincidence. And that was actually the ones I needed. And I welded this bracket on because those got damaged in whatever fell on the car. But yeah, it's been I've been getting some work done. Alright, so here's a little bit of an update. I got this door almost all the way done. You can see it's blending in pretty good. I think that with a little bit of finessing with some wax and polish, it'll turn out pretty good. Up here, the roof, I want to show you, this used to be a huge dent, as you could probably see at the beginning of the video. Tomorrow I'm getting I'm getting a windshield put in for $200. It used to be $165 about a month ago, but things changed, so unfortunately it is what it is. The transmission, I don't know if I've said this yet in the video, but I need to change or tighten the nut on the input shaft. You can see the headliner just got hit a little bit from me hammering on it, but I don't think that will hurt the value of the car that much. I got the rear windshield wiper working. You can see it's in the up position because the battery died while I was using it. But yeah, it's coming along pretty good. I also put the bumper on just to see what it would look like. I don't know if I'm going to paint it the right color yet. It just depends. I might leave it because that bumper or that fender might not match the best, because the paint color could be off a little bit. But yeah, it's coming along. So back here on the Saturn, I found the transmission leak. It's a giant crack in the side of the cover, and I'm going to go ahead and fix that. And while I'm at it, go ahead and try to tighten that reverse nut, or the nut that causes reverse nut to work, and then hopefully it'll work. Back here again with the Saturn, when I opened up the fuel sending unit / fuel pump, took it out, this wire was off, so that's why the gas gauge wasn't working. And the previous owner did this, cut the car apart, so that was kind of actually good, because then I didn't have to drop the tank. I was prepared to do that, so it kind of made me happy. But yeah, the wire wasn't on there. Alright, so here's the finished product. Got it all wrapped up. Runs good, drives fine, roof's all fixed, windshield's fixed. So, got some new tires for the front, because I put those ones were on the back, and I had used the handbrake for a while with my friends, and yeah, she's finished.